Welcome to the 16-ounce Cinema Podcast.
Hello and welcome to 16-ounce Cinema Mario Minute. I'm TJ. I'm here with Michael.
Hello.
And on this Mario Minute, we're talking about The Girl Who Knew Too Much.
We're getting closer to some bangers from Bava. I'm excited.
I mean, this is a pretty good proto-giallo. It tells the story of a innocent American girl getting wrapped up in a, cold case of a serial killer.
Yeah.
Getting helped out by John Saxon.
Yeah. Was he the attractive young man?
Right.
I hated his character. I wanted him to, lose his penis. That's how much I didn't like him.
You didn't like him?
No, he just seemed so, he came off weird. He came off creepy. He came off like he was just,
He did a little.
He looked really good with his shirt off. I'll give him that.
Yeah. He was dubbed, although now I think you said you were watching the Italian version.
Yeah, so I don't know. He wasn't dubbed for me. I was reading fucking spoons.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean, he's an English speaker.
Oh.
And I watched the American version, which I guess we'll get into it, but I've read that there's a little bit more touches of humor through the American one. And also, it opens on a scene that I guess Quentin Tarantino really likes in the American version, where, we first meet our main actress. I should have written down a name, huh?
I wrote down that it starts with wild Italian metal jazz infusion.
Yeah, see, the American version starts on a plane, and you're hearing all the different thoughts of the
I didn't get the
passengers.
Thoughts at all. Yeah, I just got
so
her
it's
on
a
the
really
plane,
great scene. Our main actress, by Letitia Roman, playing Nora Davis. Anyway, you hear all their different mundane thoughts of what am I going to do when I get out? Blah blah blah. Oh, the peanuts or whatever. And then you get to Nora, who's reading, but you don't know at first. She's reading a giallo novel, and it's just her thoughts are plunge the knife into his neck and all this murderous stuff, but it's because she's reading
you got cool
book.
shit. What the hell? I'm angry.
Yeah. So that's a cool opening. A little fun fact too is that John Saxon didn't think that Mario Bava liked him much. Because his impression was that Bava was into Letitia Roman, but that Letitia was into John. So Bava was upset at being slighted.
Wasn't
in that
Saxon
way.
also doing kung fu on the beach or something, and it made Bava upset? He thought he was showing off for the girl.
I didn't hear that part. But,
okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah. Saxon had assumed it was going to be an art house film. But then he just found out it was just a whole other horror film. So I think that was
I really
fun.
loved her snakeskin jacket. I thought she was the one that should be importing marijuana cigarettes, not the guy that she was with.
So that's the thing that's not in the American version. So it opens in the opening. She weirdly gets this package from this guy on the airplane, and they never really explain it. I thought it was going to be a thriller because The Girl Who Knew Too Much is a takeoff of the Hitchcock, The Man Who Knew Too Much.
Wait. So let's get straight to the ending then, if you don't mind. Then, what was your ending explained that she thought it may have been all a marijuana haze?
No.
Holy shit, that's wildly different. Because at the end of mine, John Saxon almost smokes a marijuana cigarette, and she yanks it from him, and then throws it away, and he's like, "What's your fucking problem, yo?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing. Smoking is bad for you." And she throws the pack of weed down on the ground, and this Jewish man sees it and picks it up and runs away with it, and she narrates over herself saying "Oh, was this all possibly a marijuana dream or something like that?"
No, that doesn't happen at all. They're at the end just in they're in that sky lift and they're just standing in there, which looks terrifying, and they just have their little moment.
Oh, wow.
And like she doesn't
No.
have any sort of like, yeah, there's no actual mention of marijuana. So it's actually really confusing because there's parts that like they just didn't cut of that, like her getting
Yeah.
off the plane and her being like stressed out as she goes through customs or whatever.
Yeah, so
And I
like
was
they
like,
mhm.
so in the American version, you almost think that this is a start of a thriller, not like just a murder mystery,
Mhm.
because it's not like, oh, she just accidentally has weed on her. It's like, oh, what did that guy give her? He must have given her some spy shit.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
she knows she has something weird, and
Yeah.
now like she's gonna get home, but people are gonna try to get it back, and she's gonna be involved in a whole
So she
conspiracy.
she didn't like try to drop it at the airport, and then like a cop gave it back to her, like, "Oh, you dropped your cigarettes."
She did throw them away, but
Huh.
like, and so I was like baffled. I was like, what? That's not anything? Like it just like went away. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So
Wild. Yeah. I'm glad we watched two different versions.
right, I think those were the main differences, though. Even if like I'm looking at the Wikipedia for it, the Wikipedia doesn't even mention the beginning part with the guy.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
Uh, yeah, and then it also says she just happily reunites with Marcello. So yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that it could just be. Well, no, even if it's the American plot, like she does run into the guy at the beginning, and it doesn't mention that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We are back to black and white,
Mm-hmm.
which
Which I guess was the thing in Italy back then for a horror.
right,
Right?
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you have any other background? I actually didn't do my research for background on this round.
No,
I
I
forgot.
might have some as we go along, but no, I don't think I have any more background. Oh, I do actually. This before Bava started filming this, he was gonna he threatened to retire. He's like he took 6 months off and he
Like
didn't
his
think he'd
career had
want to
just
do.
started. That's
Yeah,
insane.
he's like, well, he thought he was maybe just gonna do like, um, um, like landscape stuff for movies. I don't know what it's called, cinematography and
Like
stuff
the
like that.
production design,
Yeah,
or
yeah, stuff like that. And so to
okay.
me, like I wrote because I thought he was just like I thought that was his way of someone begging to like somebody give him a script to do or something like that. Because I watch
Hmm.
a lot of MMA and a lot of MMA fighters like retire because they don't like the money they're making, and so like they come back 6 months or a year later after doing a bunch of steroids to like fight again. So I just imagine Bava just like eating a bunch of testosterone and then like hammering out the next movies of his career here.
um.
I wrote that. Okay, so like she's clearly attractive, but I
Yeah.
wrote that she's like nasty attractive. She looks like she's like the kind of girl that's gonna give you a great blowjob but want to piss in your mouth afterwards. It's just that's what I feel
I
about
would
her.
think that you were like you'd be okay with that.
Yeah, but she also looks dehydrated. So it's like
So
yeah,
that would be a problem. You even said
right.
that. I
It
was
would,
like, okay, yeah. So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah. Hey, okay, did the for me the narration started like halfway through the movie.
Okay,
It,
yeah, no, my first scene, she's narrating, and I loved the
no,
narration.
So okay, yeah, I like the narrators. I like her narrating. I like the other character narrating. I believe there was one more, but like I also had like a
Mm,
random narrator that didn't have anything to do with the movie. That's just kind
oh,
of
see, I only ever got her, and it was always
oh
really good. It was like it's cute too.
yeah, I
Like
liked her
that's where
narration.
the humor was in her narration, kind of like that. That was this just I was just high. Like it was like that kind of attitude of like she's kind
Yeah.
of confused, a little scared,
Oh,
but
that does make sense
she
now.
thinks she's
Actually, yeah.
gonna get through it.
Yeah.
Some of her I should have written it down, but I was just like she was like especially when she's like getting off the airplane and onto the bus, she just has this like just petty anxiety that I could totally relate to.
Yeah, I like the. I don't know what it is, but like whenever like they do a flashback scene, the camera has like it looks like a river almost. It has that kind of thing.
The
You know what I'm
little
talking
like
about?
yeah the yeah
Yeah. I don't know why, but I like when like flashback scenes are like that. Yeah.
going back. So she's definitely like I think his best character yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like
not
also I like her. I like so my favorite part, my favorite thing from this movie, I think, is like their eyes. Like they all have just these crazy big, gigantic, large eyes, and
yes,
which I
even
thought it kind
Saxon
of looks
does.
like Battle Angel Alita, basically. This is how big they are.
They did have the weird eyes in the painting guide that I that was kind of silly where like she's like the eyes are following her, so she throws a blanket over it.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I wrote it down. It just it bugged me out. I was like, what are we doing here? But I guess
How
they
did
just
we
kind
get
of
to the,
sold her character.
How did we get to the Home Alone scene where the booby trapped the house? I guess I wasn't paying attention for a minute. All of a sudden, I'm in a booby trapped house.
But
I was
she
like, what happened?
just kind of just did that real quick. I was like, damn, that was clever.
Dude, right?
To be able to do it so fast.
So I liked the movie. I thought the middle was lacking. It was like 30 minutes of cool ambiance and cool music and stuff.
Dude, every shot in this is poster perfect.
Yeah. Yes.
This looks so good. It's shot on those Spanish steps, and he makes amazing use of that.
Yeah. I agree. It wasn't enough for me. I didn't quite enjoy it. I needed more.
I guess I get it. The middle bits.
Yeah.
Where they basically just go start doing interviews everywhere.
Yeah, interviews, and then they hung out in Rome for a while, and that was kind of cool. And then like you said, the little outside scenes. But I was just like, I just want to see some more murder mystery or something.
I did love when they interviewed the maid. I don't remember, if you remember, she's talking to the maid, and the maid kind of drops this murder backstory.
Yeah, 10 years ago,
But she has this just I don't give a shit. I just work here. Don't you know people were killed here? This was 10 years ago. But somebody fucking died here. But do you want me to get those towels cleaned for you? It's just she was just over it.
No, not in mine. It didn't seem that way at all.
No.
She was just telling the story the whole time, and she seemed nervous, like a little chipmunk about it. She wasn't uninterested at all.
Yeah, in mine it was delivered so like a person who's just been working there 10 years, this is a thing that happened 10 years ago. Probably the only remarkable thing that'll ever happen here. I'll be working here another 10 years until I die. No, that's me. That's my life.
So I finally get my last scene because it was super humorous and none of the rest of the film was funny at all, except the ending. So I get it if there was other humor that was not in this version of it.
Yeah, I think. I want to rewatch. I want to watch the Italian version because Tim Lucas has a commentary for it on the Blu-ray.
Cool.
He actually wrote a biography on Bava, which maybe we should like read and actually. I don't know if there's anything to talk about.
Yeah,
in that.
I'd be into that. Bava minute. We'll talk about it for 5 minutes. Who cares?
But yeah, I think from what I've like just kind of glancing over those special features and stuff, it seems like the American version might actually be better, especially for having that opening scene. But I kind of want to watch it just to see. But yeah, did everything I saw said that the Italian version is much like more dark and morbid.
Yeah.
So you said their romance though wasn't any better in the Italian version between John Saxon and
it's not that it wasn't
Letitia?
any better or worse, it's that John Saxon was such an unlikable cunt. I didn't want him to do anything with this movie.
Well, do you remember like in their first kissing scene, like he looks at her with like violent disgust. Like I thought he was gonna hurt her, not kiss her.
You talking about at the beach?
Yes.
Yeah, so the beach transition scene from the beach, like him about to murder her, to like them kissing at the stoop was fun. But like the whole movie, I got the vibe where like she just wanted him to fuck off. Like I didn't get any sexual tension from her at all.
Right, he's like some like my Italian cousin who like puts his hands around my neck when we kiss.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude. I did write the mystery gets loopy, so it's not really like. Yeah, I didn't get the mystery.
What was the name of the guy who wrote the documentary or whatever, the biography?
Tim Lucas.
Okay.
It does have a really good ending, like the villain who is then revealed, who gets their monologue. I thought that was like a really good moment, really good acting. They got a good monologue there in the end. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. But
yeah, I also
mostly because it's really pretty, and I liked Letitia Roman in the lead. I liked her character a lot, so I would definitely rewatch it.
I liked her a lot too. Yeah.
I guess I'd have a hard time.
But for like different reasons, I just thought she was just like kind of gnarly and nasty.
I think I'd have a hard time really recommending it as any kind of classic. But I guess that's how most of these have been, except when he went to like period pieces. Like, oh, this is actually pretty good, like B movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's our Mario minute.
Thumbs up. That's why a thumbs up. It's not
Yeah.
fantastic, but thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't want to leave it on a nasty note. I liked watching it. So.
All right.
All right.
That's
Goodbye.
been The Girl Who Knew Too Much. We'll see you next time with Black Sabbath.
Hell yeah.